Long years before kingdoms were mapped and legends were written, a secret hid deep inside a silent mountain. It was a secret powerful enough to change fate, destroy families, and awaken greed in the darkest hearts. And this is the story of how one ordinary man discovered the most dangerous treasure in the desert. Ali Baba was not a prince, nor a warrior, nor a man of wealth. He was a simple woodcutter who lived by the edge of a dusty village near the ancient trade roads. Every morning he walked into the hills, cut firewood, and returned home with tired hands and quiet dreams. His life was small, but his heart was honest. He never envied the rich, and he never chased fortune. He only wished for enough food, peace, and a little dignity. One afternoon, while collecting wood near the cliffs, the wind suddenly changed. The air grew heavy, and distant hoofbeats echoed through the valley. Sensing danger, Ali Baba quickly hid behind a tall rock. From his hiding place, he watched as 40 armed riders approached. Their clothes were dark, their faces masked, and their weapons stained with dust and blood. These were not travelers, they were thieves. At their front rode a tall man with cold eyes and a scar across his face. He dismounted and stepped toward a massive stone wall hidden among the cliffs. Then, in a calm and commanding voice, he spoke strange words. "Open, Sesame." The mountain trembled. Slowly, the stone wall split apart, revealing a glowing chamber inside the rock. Ali Baba's breath stopped as he saw piles of gold, jewels, and treasures beyond imagination. The thieves entered, laughing softly as they filled their bags. They took only what they could carry and left the rest behind. When they were finished, the leader spoke again, and the mountain closed as if nothing had happened. Silence returned to the valley. Ali Baba remained frozen, unsure whether what he had seen was real. When he finally stepped forward, his heart was pounding like a drum. He approached the stone wall and whispered the same words, "Open, Sesame." The mountain obeyed once more. Inside, the chamber glowed with golden light. Coins, crowns, necklaces, and rare gems lay stacked in shining towers. Ali Baba knew this treasure belonged to criminals, but temptation whispered loudly in his ears. He took only a few bags of gold. He promised himself he would never return again. And with shaking hands, he left the mountain behind. Ali Baba's older brother, Kasim, lived very differently. Kasim was wealthy, respected, and known as one of the richest merchants in the city. But behind his fine robes lived a restless and greedy heart. When Kasim noticed gold appearing in Ali Baba's house, suspicion burned inside him. He demanded the truth with threats and anger. And finally, Ali Baba revealed the secret of the mountain. That night, Kasim could not sleep. The image of endless treasure haunted his thoughts. Before sunrise, he secretly rode toward the cliffs. Standing before the stone wall, he proudly spoke the magic words. The mountain opened, welcoming him into its golden belly. Inside, Kasim lost all control. He filled bag after bag, laughing at his good fortune. His hands trembled, not with fear, but with excitement. And when it was time to leave, his mind betrayed him. He forgot the magic words. He tried every grain and seed he could remember, but the mountain remained sealed. Soon, the sound of hooves returned. The 40 thieves had come back for their treasure. They found Kasim trapped, surrounded by stolen gold. His cries echoed through the chamber, but mercy had no place among thieves. Before sunset, Kasim's life ended inside the mountain of secrets. When the thieves returned and discovered the missing gold, fury filled their hearts. Someone had found their secret, and someone had to die. They followed hidden tracks to the village. They marked Kasim's house with a secret sign, but fate placed a guardian in their path. Her name was Morgiana. She was a servant in Kasim's household, young but sharp-minded and fearless. That night, she noticed the strange mark on the door. Quietly, she painted the same sign on every house in the street. When the thieves returned in darkness, they could no longer find their target. Confused and angry, they disappeared into the shadows. But their leader did not give up. He disguised himself as a merchant and carried 40 oil jars into Ali Baba's home. Inside 39 jars hid armed killers. Morgiana sensed danger. She heard breathing from within the jars. Without raising alarm, she filled each jar with boiling oil. One by one, the hidden thieves screamed and fell silent. Only the leader remained alive, but even he could not escape justice. Later that night, disguised as a guest, he tried to strike Ali Baba. Morgiana danced before him, spinning with grace and steel. In one swift motion, she ended his life. With the thieves gone, the mountain's secret died with them. Ali Baba rewarded Morgiana with freedom and honor. She became family, not a servant. Ali Baba never became greedy. He used the treasure wisely to help others and rebuild lives. And the mountain remained silent forever. And that is the legend of Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. A story that teaches us that intelligence is stronger than strength, and wisdom defeats greed. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more epic stories from the world of legends.